Hello, this is Brenda, and I wanted to just do a short, quick video on your immune health because we are, of course, in fall and going into winter, and I know that a lot of us are concerned with getting colds, flus, and God forbid the C19. So I just wanted to talk about supplementation. Today's diet, the American Standard Diet, isn't always the greatest diet. A lot of things are processed. Our food isn't always full of the good things that it should because our soils have been over-processed, you know, and we have GMO products and stuff like that too. But the first one I wanted to talk to you guys about is vitamin C, and I do have my notes here because I don't want to miss anything. Vitamin C is very important in growth and development and repair. So it also is responsible to help absorb iron, and it is responsible to help form collagen, which is, you know, the building blocks. You hear about your skin gets real wrinkled and stuff like that if your collagen's depleted, and it gets depleted as we grow older. And the most important function of vitamin C for me is proper function of the immune system, and also it will help with wound healing and maintenance of cartilage and bones and teeth. So they are recommending 1,000, 2,000 milligrams 4 times daily. I don't like taking things throughout the day if I don't have to, but I usually take my dose at night, and I use this kind. It's a thorn buffered vitamin C powder, and I've been using this for a while. I usually take a dose right before I go to bed, and this has vitamin C as ascorbic acid at 2.35 grams. That's a wonderful big dose in each scoop in here, and there's 42 42 scoops in here. So that's 2,350 milligrams. So if you get vitamin C, I remember researching this before I turned to this, and I would have to swallow mega pills to get the dose that I want to take. I'm usually taking 1 to 2 scoops at night. Now, my naturopath always said take it to bowel tolerance. If you take a lot of it, you're going to have very expensive urine. Plus, it will make you have diarrhea. Your stools will be loose. So, I mean, it's good if you're constipated, right? But if you're going to divide it up and take the 1,000 to 2,000 a day, you would do it with meals and at bedtime. That would be a good general way to remember to take it. So that is my number one thing. And oh, you can put this powder in water. You can put it in apple juice. It's not so bad in apple juice. My favorite is putting it in orange juice. That's my favorite. It tastes a lot better that way. So that, I think, is my number one thing. I always make sure that I take it right before I go to bed, because when you go to bed, your body is in the healing and repair mode. So another good thing to think about taking would be vitamin E. That's an antioxidant. About 1,000 international units once a day. And take the D-alpha tocopherol, or the natural mixed tocopherols, not the D/L alpha tocopherol. You don't want to take that one. So it does support your immune system. It prevents inflammation. It protects your cells against free radicals. Vitamin E is an antioxidant. So, of course, if you're on any medication, you know, like prescriptions and stuff, or have any conditions, always run this by your doctor. I don't know everybody's individual issues. So just make sure that your doctor says that you can take it, or you can always check with your pharmacist too. They have a list of your medications, and they would know if you would have any interactions to anything that I would maybe suggest. I'm just saying I don't have any medications that interfere with this, and this is what I do. I do this protocol during the winter, so it's important now to do it, you know, as we're entering into some heavy flu season and stuff. So which one did I get? This is kind of extremely expensive. You can get other brands of vitamin E. This is Thorne Ultimate E. Thorne's a very high-end brand of products. So anything I recommend of Thorne is going to cost a little bit of money. So let's see. Vitamin D. I love vitamin D. I like to get my vitamin D outside in liquid sunshine. That's the best way, because you cannot make your own vitamin D. You need exposure to UV light and from the sun. You can also make vitamin D if you're getting exposure in a tanning bed. That's another trick you can do if you're able to afford a tanning bed, or go to a tanning bed and get a package and stuff like that throughout the winter. That's good too, because you will make your vitamin D there. And I did confirm that with my naturopathic doctor, that you do make vitamin D when you're in a tanning bed. So that with vitamin D, like I said, it helps the body use calcium. And if you are deficient, you can have bone pain, you can have muscle weakness. But the thing that concerns me about low vitamin D levels, and you can go get your vitamin D levels tested by your doctor before you even take a supplement like this. But most people are deficient in vitamin D. Now, if you are deficient in vitamin D, you can have depression from that. You can have fatigue from that. And you can be very susceptible to infection, because vitamin D does help to strengthen your immune system. Now, I always take the vitamin D3 form, 5,000 international units. I'm not real super picky on the brand of vitamin D. They're all pretty good. So we're going to be trying this one. I don't think we've tried this one before. I went ahead and bought all of my supplements for myself and my husband for the whole winter, to get us through the whole winter. Of course, I have concerns because, you know, with our C-19 and our lockdowns and stuff like that, I wanted to make sure that we had adequate supplements to get us through the winter so we can stay healthy. So you may want to consider that if you have the money for it. If you don't, you don't. So that's up to you. There's a couple more supplements I'm going to recommend too. The next one is magnesium. And if you get your magnesium levels tested, most people are deficient in magnesium as well. It's just related to the way we grow our food in this country, our modern agricultural practices, and our processed foods and stuff like that. So we don't get enough magnesium. So it is involved in hundreds of biochemical reactions in the body. And it has wonderful anti-inflammatory benefits as well. Now, if you're deficient, you can develop muscle twitches, cramps, osteoporosis, fatigue again, muscle weakness. Your blood pressure can even go up. You can get asthma, and you can have an irregular heart rate if you're magnesium deficient too. So I know sometimes I get magnesium deficient because I get leg cramps pretty bad, and then I'll take my mag and then it will go away. I'll feel better. So stay away from the inorganic forms of magnesium. That's the oxide, the carbonate, and the hydroxide. You want to try to go with the glycinate, the citrate, the malate, the aspartate. those kind of organic forms. And it's recommended about 100 to 200 milligrams in divided doses 4 times a day. That again would be with breakfast, lunch, dinner, and at bedtime. But like I said, I don't like to take things throughout the day, so I go ahead and take a lot of these supplements at night when I'm sleeping and repairing my body. So I got the big bottle of magnesium citrate through NOW Now, the Now brand. I do buy a lot of Now brands. They're good supplements. They're a good name, but they have very reasonable costs. So in this one, you get 400 milligrams in 3 capsules. So they do make, I know they make it in 200s, they make them in 400s where you're just taking 1 capsule. I think when I shopped for this, I was just looking for large numbers, like I said, to get me and my husband through the winter. So usually I take a 400 or even a 200s, because I usually take about myself, this is myself personally, 400 to 800 at bedtime to help me relax too, because it will help your muscles to relax. It will help you to sleep a little bit better as well. And let's see, zinc. Zinc is a wonderful, wonderful supplement. Zinc will boost your immune system. It's important to wound healing. If you can't taste or smell, a lot of people would be zinc deficient. They've found that when people are having problems with that. And of course, we know that the C19, there have been people reported that they can't taste or smell when they start getting sick. So that's an interesting thing right there. So zinc works by inhibiting the replication of many viruses, including the coronavirus. And that is per James Robb, R-O-B-B. He is a molecular virologist. There we go. So zinc repairs our genetic material and is involved in over 300 enzyme systems. So that's pretty cool. Now the dose of zinc is going to, you're going to have to think about it for your own situation. I'm going to show you what I take. We started on this Now brand of zinc, and I know Now has different brands. Zinc glycinate, that's the one I'm taking. So there's glycinate, orotate, picolinate, and I can't even, citrate. Yes, citrate. So there's different forms of it. So we're taking this one, and it is 30 milligrams. So 30 milligrams altogether. We're taking 1 tablet every day. That's nice. Once a day for that. So if you look up the recommended dosages, I think it's around 11 milligrams for men and 8 milligrams for women. It's kind of on the low side. If you would take too much, I believe it can interfere with your copper absorption, and it also would cause like GI symptoms like nausea. You know, you're not hungry, just a lot of GI kind of thing. So you probably should take this with food too. So like I said, I'm doing 30. I've heard other professionals recommend 25 to 50, and I'm talking this is for adults, all adult doses. I did find a really cool article. Let's see if I can get it back up. On zinc lozenges. It's through Time. Of course, it's not a research journal article, but they were having here, I don't know if you can see it or not, zinc lozenges may help colds go away 3 times faster. So that's pretty cool. So this is a really good thing, especially in the prevention of getting the C19 and or for shortening the length of it. So I remember some doctors giving that as a protocol too. So those are the, I think I have 5 things. Vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin D, mag citrate, and zinc. And I just recommend you take those, you know, during the cold and flu season. And, you know, if you had to choose one over the other, let me think here. I think I would have to go with my vitamin C for sure. That's my standard. And zinc, I think, is very important this season. Zinc would have to be one. I guess I would leave the vitamin E out if I couldn't afford it. And vitamin D is very, vitamin D3 is very reasonably priced. And so is magnesium. They won't be too expensive. So you could always alternate too, like with vitamin D with mag if you had to. But definitely the vitamin C and the zinc, I would say. So that's all I have for today. I'm going to be looking into a few more things health-wise, maybe for this fall and winter. So always do your own research and speak with your health professional for recommendations, or your pharmacist. And here's to better health, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Hi everybody, it's Brenda Gilbert again. Hey, I just wanted to add a little bit to the information that I gave to you guys last time. I ended up finding some zinc lozenges. I'll show you what I bought. That's what it is. These are zinc lozenges. It says cold relief. And then on the back, it gives you the dose of zinc in each lozenge. But I was reading that article that was saying if you use lozenges in your throat, you know, you're sucking on them, that's where the viruses enter and grow in your body, between the nose, the nasopharynx, and back of the throat, back of the mouth, stuff like that. So this may be something that, you know, you may find helpful. I went ahead and got 2 packages of these. I bought those at Discount Drug Mart, so if you have one of those in your location, I picked mine up for $6.99. So maybe just a little more protection if you start feeling kind of bad one day, and you know you're not feeling so good, and maybe your throat's getting a little bit scratchy, or you just feel like something's coming on. This would be a very good thing to do. And I also just wanted to talk about kids a little bit, because what I did was talked about the adult dosaging. I have grandchildren that come over, and I keep vitamins on hand. I keep a few products on hand for them, because where they're at Nana's house, they're going to take their vitamins, and they're going to take something for their immune system. So this is not perfect. I have not found an exactly perfect, affordable multivitamin. But this is what my some of my grandkids really like. They're in a gummy form. It's called Lil Critters. And I'm going to turn this to the side so you can see this. I'm going to read it off my other bottle. So it says the no-nos. No artificial sweeteners or flavors. Excuse me, no synthetic dyes, no high fructose corn syrup, no gluten or dairy. So that is probably as good as it gets sometimes. So this particular multivitamin that they're getting has vitamin A, C, D3, E, B6, B12, biotin, pantothenic acid, iodine, and zinc in it too. A little bit of zinc. So that might be something you might want to consider for your children. This Lil Critters brand is in a lot of the stores. Let me get a little drink here. Throat's getting dry. So they're in a lot of the stores that you frequent. They sell them at Walmart. They sell them at Discount Drug Mart, online retailers and stuff like that. So that's one thing perhaps that might help your children. The other little critter thing that I like is the Immune C, and it also has the vitamin D and zinc in it. So I like to have my grandchildren take this, especially when they're in our home. If they're not taking it at their own homes, they can take it at Nana's house. So it gives them a little extra bit of protection. Excuse me, my little heater fell over. I'll fix that real quick. So that's the vitamin C, zinc, and vitamin D that you can have them on to help strengthen their immune systems. Another product I've used in the past is this ActivMelt Instant Dissolve Zinc Elderberry. Elderberry is a good thing. I like to have my grandkids take too. So I can't remember how much those were, but they are micro tablets in there, and has 5 milligrams of zinc in there, and it also has elderberry, 20 milligrams in there. So that might be something just to kind of keep on hand. You know, your grandkid comes over to visit, and maybe, you know, they've got a little runny nose, a little cold or something going on. You know, have them take one of these or this, and, you know, if they're staying with you, then go ahead and you can have them on that for a while. So I just kind of wanted to also I had thought about it, and I hadn't published my video yet, so I just thought I might add that in for the children for the winter cold and flu season. Like I said, our diets aren't always the best. We've got GMO products. We've got grains with gluten in them. Just the daily toxic load from the air we breathe, and other things that we may work around or you know, along that line. So any little extra that you can help with your immune system. And of course, you know, you need to drink enough water. You need to get enough sleep. You need to treat your body well. You need to eat the right kind of diet. You know, and when you do things to strengthen your immune system like that, not only just supplementation, but the good foods, the water, the sleep, minimize as much stress as you can, you know, that kind of thing. That would be very helpful for you to fight any cold or virus that comes around. And so I also wanted to let you know that I will be putting the dosages that I recommended for the vitamin supplementation and mineral supplementation I suggested in the show notes. And also I want to invite you to sign up for my YouTube channel. You can find me, you know, through this video, this link on YouTube. And my channel is called, at this point, Brenda Gilbert, the Minimalist Nurse Prepper. So I am a nurse. I'm a registered nurse, been a registered nurse for over 33 years. And I have been getting into prepping, and minimalism is a work in progress for me. But I thought, you know, between the prepping and being a minimalist and working towards that goal, and also with my nursing experience, that I may have some value to offer people. And I'm working on some topics for videos that I want to put out. And you're welcome to put in the comments anything that you would like to have more information on that has to do with any of the description on my channel, minimalism, prepping, or being a nurse, just go ahead and leave me some comments in the comment section. I also will leave this iHerb link. I buy a lot of my supplements online. I do not go out to the stores very often, and I have many reasons for that. But I do a lot of shopping through iHerb. So you can get a discount if you put this in the, when you're checking out, and the discount code is FKF351. The letters are all in capital letters, but I'll put the link below also in this video, or excuse me, the code below in the video. So thank you very much for paying attention and listening, and I'm wishing all of you to have good health for you and good health for your family. Take care of yourself, and until the next video, goodbye.